Hello everyone, my name is Maduke. I'm an executive coach and training facilitator. I am restarting my channel. The first time I made a video was about 6 years ago or 5 years ago at the height of the COVID pandemic. I started something because really I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to comfort people because we were all going through something similar. I think at that time, for most people, or most of us, the ruling emotion was fear. We were all fearful. We didn't know what was happening. No one knew what was happening. At least conspiracy theorists will tell you that there are people who knew what was happening, but let's leave that out. Most of us didn't know what was happening. All we knew was that people were dying. That's all we knew. And we didn't know whether we were going to die or survive, whether it was the end of the world, and so on and so forth. But we came out of that, and we are here. So I started that channel. However, I stopped filming because no, life happened, during that time. So this year, I'm thinking to myself, why not? Why not go back, restart this thing, revive this thing, see where it gets you? Really, the most motivating factor in me doing this is I just want to start a movement of people whose aim and goal is to grow and to heal. Because in my opinion, those two go together. As you heal yourself, so growth happens. So does growth happen, and you become better with each step. It's a journey that I don't think it has a definitive destination. So just when you think after 3 years, just when you think you've got this, something else happens to remind you that, okay, there's other things that you need to learn and so on. So it will continue for as long as I can make videos. Okay. So today I want to talk, look, in this channel, I want to talk about everything that's got to do with life. Because when I started my journey of coaching, I started as a life coach. I trained as a life coach because I just wanted to help people, grow and become better versions of themselves. So that's where I started. So on this channel, we are going to talk about everything that's got to do with life from birth to death. So everything that's got to do with life in between that, whether it's physical health, finances, spirituality, you name it, everything that's got to do with life, we are going to touch on it. And the reason also, again, it's not, I'm not doing this because I'm an expert in finance, I'm an expert in life, I'm an expert in spirituality and so on. However, I do have life experience. I've lived to be here. I've seen things, I've done things, and I've experienced life like everyone else. And I want to share from my perspective, and at the same time, I want to the people who will be in this movement to share their experiences, because then we teach each other, we learn, and we help each other heal and grow, right? So there will be topics. Every week I'll have a different topic, or I'll pick up from the previous topic depending on the people's comments, and maybe your comments might just inspire me to go to the previous video and expand on it, or a new topic altogether. So we will do this together, so you will suggest topics, you will ask questions, and then we will put them here and see what others say, what others think, and how others feel, about whatever topic it is. So today's topic, I've decided to start with a topic, a beginner's mindset, because that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like I'm a beginner in making videos, and posting and getting myself out there. I'm an introvert. I'm not very big on spotlights, being in the spotlight, but I guess YouTube might just put me on a spotlight in some way or the other. Whether my audience is 2 people or 2,000 people, I don't know. So I'm a beginner on this thing. And I've always really been that person. I always I don't mind starting from scratch. That's me. If I'm no longer comfortable with where I am, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, I move. I find something else and I move to the next thing, I really don't stick with situations or experiences that don't serve me or that are not contributing to my growth, So a beginner's mindset is just that. They're yearning for growth. They're yearning for doing something else. Sometimes it's adventure even, what looks like an adventure to someone else, it might just be a growth for another person. So to prove that I'm a beginner, I love being a beginner, I recently finished doing this, crocheting this. Actually, I knitted it, this hat. I've never been a knitter. I've never used needles before. I've used a crochet before in school. I'm an old person. When we went to school, they taught us how to crochet in primary. So I made this thing for myself. I made another one for my daughter. I'm busy with something else for my son as well. Now, this obviously in the eyes of experts, it really looks like a beginner's work. But I'm proud of it. I wear it every day. It's winter. I wear it in the morning as I go about my day. And I'm very proud of it. I'm very, very proud of having it. It's a small little thing, but I'm proud of having done it and completed it and finished it. What do you need to have a beginner's mindset? Number one is an attitude, really. It's an attitude to say, look, I do not mind looking like a fool, because when you are a beginner, you are going to look like a fool, right? Excuse me. Secondly, being a beginner requires some level of humility, Just be humble enough to say, I don't know, I'm going to learn. And it's difficult for most of us. I mean, especially if whatever you're going to learn, you need to learn from a younger person, for an example. It doesn't feel quite, because you're older, you are supposed to, life has taught you, or society has taught you that you're supposed to be the teacher. However, you, at some point, you can be a teacher in other areas of your life, but there are other areas of your life where I would recommend that you be open to be a learner, right? It involves having a teachable spirit, willing to learn, willing to look like a fool, willing to look like you don't know what you're doing. But remember, the aim is, as you practice, as you do every day, you become better, and at some point you become an expert and a master and a teacher, and so on it goes, right? The people or a person who wants to develop a beginner's mindset also is someone who should be comfortable with discomfort, because you'll be put in uncomfortable situation, unfamiliar experiences that you just have to go through and experience, And also, it is for someone who doesn't like complacency. That is me. I like comfort, but when I feel like, like I'm now, the comfort is turning into complacency, that's when I start, what can I do? What hobby can I start, And then I become a learner and then start again, And I believe it's a good thing to have. It's a good attitude to have. So I just want you to to tell me in the comments, what are you willing to learn? What's new hobby, a new skill that you want to learn, just for your growth, and just to expose yourself to situations where you just have to be humble and and accept and admit that you don't know it all, or you don't know it at all, and now you have to learn and you have to engage someone else to teach you. So in very different areas of life, it might, whatever you want to learn might just require you to find a coach. Maybe you want to be a runner, you want to run a Comrades Marathon. It might help you to engage a coach. You want to learn to draw, you might have to engage the services of a teacher who can help you, who can teach you to draw. You want to understand your finances, how to, manage your finances. You might need the help of a financial advisor or a financial coach. So if you can comment to say what do you want to learn, why you want to be a beginner in that field, and then just for us to keep the conversation going. So thank you very much for listening to this and watching this video. The aim is to teach, motivate, inspire, and sometimes speak the truth that will make you uncomfortable. And because it is in discomfort that we get to go. So thank you very much. I appreciate you for watching this video. Let's keep it going. Thank you. Bye.